sending the data. We're gonna add another channel so we can stream. Now we're Kick should be working almost as well too. Let's see if it kicks on. So that's what we're working on, everybody. We got a green candle printing on the daily. We'll keep an eye on it. Here we are on the 3 hour chart, above the 200. The 50 about to cross that. That's looking really good. 2 hour just broke underneath the 50, but yet still above the 200 moving average, which, it lost that 50, so it's going to find the next level. This 1 hour chart right here, underneath the 50, which is why I'm still technically not even looking to chase like another long or something like that, because I was shorting. I'm still looking for this to potentially fill this gap right here. It just that Bitcoin moves so fast that it changes on the dime sometimes, and I want to get a trade that I can be responsible for, right? Like I can manage the trade good, but I'm still looking for Bitcoin to kind of fill this gap on the 1 hour chart. So, there's a potential for what's up, Darren? What's up, Blazer? XPX baby. There's still that potential for like this thing to come to this level right here and come test this 200 moving average because it's technically, which is understandable. Look at this little run up that it had right on the 1 hour chart. That's a nice little run. So it's like, could it have just something around here? And you'll find that look at how this where it's wicked down to, where this gap is exactly where this 200 moving average is at. So I'm looking to see if it going to do that again. Is it inverse head and shoulders? Do I get to see a possible little quick one right there and then trade it going up? I'm okay with going long or short on the market now. When there's nothing happening in the market like this, as far as the DeFi side, this is a great way to keep an eye on the market because let's be honest, everybody is kind of waiting to see exactly what happens, right? We want clarity, and that's part of that FUD. Like FUD is not only somebody talking bad about the project. It's like fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Like the human mind can do that on its own. Like you don't even need anybody to bring fear, uncertainty, and doubt into your life. You will do that on your own. You will figure out a way to do that on your own. So yeah, so let's make sure that we understand that there's just a little bit of uncertainty in the market right now. But long term, we watched that video with Michael Saylor. It's going to be the Chinese real estate market, our real estate market, the Russian real estate market. It's everything from the old world, from physical assets becoming digital assets. The RWA, RWU, all these things are going to be part of this way of um, this whole new system, the way the whole new system's going to work for years to come, for a lot of years to come. So we're in a unique place and time, actually, extremely, extremely rare, if you ask me. The last time they talked about making anything reserves was the Federal Reserve, and right now we're watching this happen. As I'm sure this was probably something that oh man, that would have been cool to have the data of when the Federal Reserve, and there was probably something like this going on, but for the Federal Reserve, right? Like we got this state, we got that state, and they all just agreed and came together, and the banker said, boom, there we go, the Federal Reserve. Because right now we're having something very similar to those times, and it's called the Bitcoin Reserve, everybody. Except that we have a lot more access to the information about what's going on. But that's up to you what you do with this information. Last time this stuff happened, those people of that time, they weren't lucky enough to go to Jackal Island over here and have that meeting with, you know, all the big guys and stuff, and essentially set the way of the world up for the future, right? So here goes your opportunity to seize this opportunity, honestly, of this Bitcoin Reserve idea, as you get to be ahead of everybody. You get to be ahead of states. You get to be ahead of, this whole idea of cryptocurrency. So, obviously you can always make sure that you have something for yourself. And I think Blunt has a good point when he says, something that nobody can take away from you, and that's educating yourself. And that's really good. But, long term, holding cryptocurrencies that are real projects, Bitcoin, XPX, Feg token, builders into space. I mean, long term, these things are building stuff that people are going to continue to use. I'm sure there's going to be other great ideas that launch off of a smart DeFi. It's a great platform to allow people to, come out the gate with staking and a lot of great utilities for the DeFi space that allow people to get a good rhythm to go ahead and make utilities that make sense elsewhere, like what we've done with XPX and whatnot like that. So um, great times up ahead right now. The tunnel vision, we're not super happy about it. It feels like the market's against us. I know, I understand. Like, I see it, and people, you feel like you're getting, but honestly, you just got to go through the motions. Like, there's going to be harvest, there's going to be all these things. There's going to be seasons no matter what. That's what we're doing, Mr. Mo. We're firing this thing on all cylinders, man. We're on Arena, we're on X, we're on YouTube. We're broadcasting. TK does these amazing community hours. TK is a real person in this space, like everybody is, right? Um, the audio is quiet. Let me one second. Let me. How about this? Is that better? How's that? Yeah, we're on OBS, so that's probably why. Or you're getting old on me and you can't hear that good. Let me know how that's for the audio, everybody. But long term, this is where we're at. Long term, we're bullish on this idea of blockchain technology, right? We're bullish on projects that are going to keep building. We're here, all gas, no brakes, better. Yeah, I agree, Mr. Mo. I really do. You got Ali doing the shield me the beans and stuff like that. You got a lot of people stepping up to certain areas, and this is the best time for people to step into their rare form. Like, step into the form that you didn't even know existed, because this is a market that's basically allowing anybody to step up to the plate and do what's going on. Okay, everybody's saying the volume's better. Cool. There it goes a little bit better. Hopefully that's how's that right there. Probably good right there, right? So absolutely. Long term, very bullish. I know the markets are testing everybody. I see some of the best projects giving everybody opportunity, and people actually running away from the opportunity, and not seizing the opportunity. I've seen Fed token at some crazy discount prices. I like to see that people are actually taking the opportunity right now. Seeing it back over $8 million market cap is very exciting. But I mean, crazy discounts on what, like Rocks, Bill, RTR. You got a team that works like round the clock basically, and that's what you see over here with XPX as well. So it's like, you not only do you invest into technology, but you invest into people, right? And these people who have been building this for over 4 years, they're solid, man. Everybody's gonna have their ups and downs. Everybody's gonna have their tests in life. It's how you handle that afterwards. So, these guys have been really handling the tests really good. I'm here with them. I'm here with the gorillas. Um, I'm rocking with them. Oh, we can listen to this now that we got audio. That's what's cool
People
about
running
this.
this were just here to take money.
Let's start it from the beginning. Here we go.
You have that passion if you love something, right? If the people running this were just here to take money, they wouldn't fight through it to try to keep it going. They would just be like, all right, I think we got enough, let's move on. But to us, it's not like that at all. We're doing this because we love it and because it's a passion. Because we want to help change the world in a better way.
Absolutely epic right there. Absolutely epic right there. If you guys ask me, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I've seen that a lot of new people joining from the arena, spaces that TK is doing. That's what we want to do. We want to support everybody, the way that they're growing in the space, what they're doing. Um, let everybody know who they are in the space, and these people have a say in the space, right? Mr. Mo, you have a say in the space. Blazer, you have a say in the space. Everybody has, Darren, you have a say in this space. We belong in this space. We love this space. We're helping build this space essentially. And these guys are definitely some builders right here. Shout out to Rocks. Shout out to also Feg the System, Feg the World. You guys got the Rare Challenge still popping off. Definitely go show some support over there. Something really cool. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, step into your rare form. Like, something that you know that we're all supposed to be here. Also, even this stream is doing it. That's interesting. My bad, everybody. Interesting. So even that was flickering. So it has to be something with the PC for sure. Maybe the way my screens are set up and it's like refreshing or something like that. But what's nice is nice we didn't have to go all the way out, right? So let's see what we got going on right here. The chat did restart, so spam the chat again if you guys can hear me. We're on Restream and OBS, so it's working a little bit differently. We got to get into the groove of that. But Effect Token right here, just back over $8 million market cap, consolidating, holding strong, just like all the rest of the gorillas as well. You know, just consolidating with the market. The market's consolidating. You're consolidating. I'm consolidating. Everybody's consolidating. Even the stock market is consolidating everybody. Even if you come over here and you look at what's going on, it's like the market's opened up red, and you know now because there's so much ETF stuff, the markets do kind of like follow that. Like Bitcoin is somewhat attached to that, right? We see that Bitcoin is at times attached to it. Let me see. Somebody put something in the chat just to make sure I'm still live. Let me know, everybody. Says we're live. All right. So that is Feg token, everybody. Discount price, $8 million market cap. Staking going up. Let me see where the staking's at right there. Staking at 38.34%. Very nice, everybody. XPX. We got Noma token right at the top doing really good. We got Volcano doing good. Smart Pi picking up the pace. Smart DeFi Doge. These are your top gainers. And of course, XPX right here, everybody. 73.99% staked. And as well, consolidating with the market, being tested just like everybody else. Holding really strong, though. This line has been holding strong back to back, everybody. So let me back out and make sure that you guys, because I cannot see the chat. Let me know if you guys can write in the chat for me. So here we are consolidating right here at these prices. We've been here for a little bit, just like the rest of the market being tested, a little bit of up, a little bit of down, a little bit of side to side. You know, that's kind of what we've been seeing for a while in the market and stuff. So let me see. Nice. All right. I don't see the chat, so I'm not sure if you guys can hear me. We'll see if we're live over here on X. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Mo. I appreciate it. So here we go, checking out XPX, everybody. I mean, very, very bullish. Lots of giveaways going on as well. There's going to be more giveaways. You know, we're building the community right now as these markets are consolidating. These markets are testing everybody. And there's honestly, some serious upgrades going on behind the scenes, everybody. We're taking this time to cook. That's exactly what we're supposed to be doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. That's exactly what the team is doing. That's exactly what we're going to continue to do. It's our responsibility to continue to, you know, cook in these times and make sure that when the markets pick up, that we actually have something to offer. Like I, I honestly like to do that. I like to have something to continue to offer, to keep building value and pack this thing as strong as we can by, you know, bringing in more resources, bringing in more products, more services for anyone to use, everybody. So come over here, give us a follow at XPX Token, and also come check out the website xpxpay.com where you guys can order your car, you guys can pay your bills with crypto. To me, this is very, very bullish for many people that obviously live in these countries to be able to use. And of course, these countries are going to expand. But come over here, pay your bills with crypto, non KYC or past KYC, and get yourself a crypto Visa card, everybody. And like I said, there are some upgrades coming, so be ready for that. We're just waiting for the markets to turn around. We're going to feel it. We're going to see it in all of Smart DeFi. We'll see it in Feg Token. We'll see it in XPX. We'll see it in the rest of the SD projects. The thing is, the markets have just been consolidating, and you know, you can feel it there. Everybody's just like, what's going to go on, what's happening, is the market going to pick up? And you know, the market wants confirmation. The market loves to have clarity that we're clearly pumping and we're clearly moving in the right direction for them to get excited about things. So we have some thresholds to push past before the markets get really, really excited. Here goes that short that, you know, I got out of it, but here it goes presenting itself once again, possibly, you know, to fill that gap on that. Like I said, I'm sure most likely it's going to want to fill this gap on the hourly time frame over here. Boop, and come and test this 200 moving average, especially because it's trading underneath the 1 hour, but we'll see if we catch that one. We'll see what's up. We'll see if we'll catch that one and see what we do with it. But right now, in the meantime, what we're doing is we're growing the community. We're watching these markets. That's what everybody's supposed to be doing: building, growing the community, growing the project, growing the utilities. I want everybody to go watch this. Honestly, this is, I don't know how many people were here for this, but this is what's going on. Maybe we'll watch this again if you guys don't mind, actually, because there's a lot more people in here right now. So I'm gonna play this one more time for everybody. If you, I mean, it's bullish enough to hear it twice. I'll tell you that. So let's listen to this one more time since there's more people up inside this live stream right now.
Dollars of capital are flowing into the network. It's going to go from 2 billion to 20 billion to 200 billion to 2 trillion to 20 trillion to 200 trillion. And when it gets to 200 trillion, it'll chop along at plus 20% to eventually 300, 400, 500 trillion dollars. And where is that capital going to come from? It's going to come from Russian real estate. It's going to come from Chinese private equity. It's going to come from everything in Africa, everything in South America. You have capital flowing from foreign financial and physical assets to Bitcoin. You have capital flowing from 20th century assets to Bitcoin. To the capital is going to flow from the 20th century to the 21st century.
How many times do we use that terminology about everything going from the old world to the new world? That's exactly what's happening right now, everybody. Everything's going to have to switch. There's probably things that I'm even missing because there's just so many things that have to move over that it's hard to just.
It's going to flow from physical to digital.
Basically,
it's going to flow from currency-based derivatives to a digital commodity derivative. So it's already happening. It's unstoppable. It's literally like, for me to say Bitcoin's going to demonetize gold understates it. Yeah, it's going to demonetize gold. Then it's going to demonetize the real estate that's 10x more than gold. Then it's going to demonetize every long-term store of value. So what you have is a situation like the Europeans show up and they give like some Dutch guilders or some pieces of paper or some glass beads or seashells or stone coins to people using a more primitive form of money. And we have the opportunity to, in essence, just grab 10, 20, 25% of the network, let the entire dynamic flow, and it's going to accelerate. And when the dust settles, the American people will own 25, 30% of that capital, which right now is sitting in 20th century.
It's going to happen no matter what. Everything has to switch over. All this stuff right now is just a lot of noise. A lot of noise. And just be careful with the noise, everybody. Long term, this market's bullish. There's going to be times where it gets bearish and people get tested, obviously, especially if you're trading futures or you're over leveraged on a meme coin, whatever it might be. You know, you're going to feel pressure. But really, if you look at this long term, we're looking really good. And we're not leaving this market, right? We're going to stay in this market. We love this market, obviously. We're always here. So this is what we want to do. We want to keep building the XPXs up. We want to keep building the FEG token up, the NOMA token up, the Volcano, the Smart Pi, the OG Brett, the Captain BNB, all these projects, right? There's a huge opportunity for a lot of people to grow in this space, and that's what we're looking for. So come check us out. I'm going to post this right here, and then we're just going to go and show everybody's bag right now. Everybody, we're just going to go through the list really quick. I know the markets are, testing everybody, and maybe everybody's not up for the market today, but that's okay. There's new hitters hitting like crazy every single day. There's this new meta right here with this, this anime, which I don't know much about anime, but I know that this is a new meta right here, and I'm seeing it everywhere. It's this right here. We're probably going to have to do this. Make one of these of me. I don't know how they're doing it, but they're doing it a certain way. And this is the new meta right now. This anime on, the BNB chain, on Solana, things are pumping like crazy. Okay, so definitely keep an eye on this stuff. But let's go to Captain BNB. Let's go through the list to the ones that definitely pull up. I see you guys pulling up 100%. Here goes Captain BNB, cruising at 4.7, holding strong. I mean, the biggest communities and the smallest communities, everybody's going and everybody's getting tested, right? There's no denying that. Here goes that, like I said, the new meta. This is the new meta right here. That fast, everybody. That fast, that becomes the new meta right there. So that's pretty cool. Um, who knows? Maybe we'll see this just take off no matter what. It's crazy the meta how quick it changes everybody. Yeah, I seen them, bro. The Turbo team made a coin called Darty on BNB. Yeah, I saw Crypto Impress posting it. I think it's at like 30 some market cap. It went up, it came down, but you just never know. You just never know. Those things can pop off pretty hard for sure. But this is the new meta right here. Is this the anime? And you don't want to question the meta. You just want to go with the meta, right? You're not going to front run the meta. You're just going to figure out the meta and say, okay, that's what it is. They even got Mubarak dressed like that. You can go to Mubarak and everybody's. There's even some coins coming out with that. Mubarak. Here it goes right here. There goes that version of it posted right from them. So everybody's kind of doing that kind of anime style, and that's kind of the meta going on right now, which is pretty funny because the space is always evolving, and that's something that we could look forward to. There's always something if you're looking right. There's going to be something there for you. So, um, Mubarak holding good. Let's go to Captain BNB. I see you guys here. Um, you guys holding strong. Definitely see you guys with the having fun with the meta as well. Seeing you guys post up, seeing you guys pull up nonstop. I've been using the thumbnail with me dressed as one of the captains as well with the XPX card. I think it looks cool. And that's what's cool about it. It feels cool. I mean, you can relate to being this. I can't relate to being a dog, right? But I can relate to being maybe something like that, being a captain. That sounds pretty cool. So shout out to the captain community, always pulling up really strong. And that's what you got to do. No matter what's going on, do your part. Pull up strong. The markets are testing everybody. We got live streams pushing. We got broadcasters going. We got spaces going. That's what you want to do. So Captain BNB, solid play, of course, 100%. Something to keep an eye on. You don't want to sleep on it. Um, let's see what we get into next. I think we got Toasty Sheep Nuts here, right? He's like, oh yeah, I'm here for sure. And it's look at that. It's even live streaming with like an old title. So that's how you know that something's up. But it's live streaming with an old title, but that's all right. We got Captain BNB. We got some Merv for you guys as well. Um, and we got some Kendu pulling up as well. Yeah, that's interesting. That's that OBS, everybody, for you guys. So we'll go to Bomi right now. It's right here holding really strong. 368 on Bomi the homie. Like I said, every community is just going through this, like waiting for the hype to come back, right? And we do. We have to kind of wait for the hype to come back. There's going to be new launches that get exciting. This whole new meta that's going on right now. But, a lot of us that already have launched, we're just waiting for that moment for like Bitcoin to kind of rise up again and really make everything shake again. That's what we're waiting for. The new launches are always going to have that kind of noise, but the risk goes up just as well. Like when it's a brand new launch, the risk goes up. It's really fast, happens extremely fast. You're going to have a lot of these go up, come right back down. But you might have some runners as well. This is just a new meta. But everybody who's already launched, and we're doing our thing, we got a little bit of consolidation, right? We'll go to Merv as well. We're going to be doing something with that soon. So 155, consolidating. Like I said, just kind of, we're almost in a waiting stage because when these things were pumping, Solana was a lot higher. When Solana gets back over like $200, we'll see a lot of these plays really start to do really good. Same thing with like BNB going back over 700, bringing some hype back into the market for like the XPX and for Feg token, for Smart DeFi. We want these things to basically happen, everybody. What else should we look at? Let's go to Kendu. Kendu was pumping the other day. Not sure if you guys seen that. Still pumping. That's the power of community right there. That is the power of community. Yep, that is the power of community right there. They're back over 12 million. Like that's so cool. And one of their guys, somebody just must have paid for this. Maybe a community member, maybe somebody did. These things help out, and I've seen where community members step up and pay this out of pocket. Uh, so this is a pretty unhinged community. Maybe somebody just put a boost on this thing and gave Kendu some nitro, and you got Kendu $12.65 million market cap, back over 10, headed towards 30 million, and making everybody just be like, wow, the power of community, the power of community. And they went through their test phase. Look how long they had to go test it for and consolidate and go through their dip to turn it back around. It happens in this space. Sometimes it honestly happens, and that's why you got to take the good with the bad. When BTC has it boring for everybody and it's not that exciting, if your project's holding strong, that's amazing. That's good, because the rest of the market's testing everybody. But you guys got Kendu doing this thing. Oh man, that's cool. They made it. They made it of that one guy. They should have made it more of his face though. That's not the face he had. His face was a little bit different. It was a little bit more like he got you back to the room face. That's what kind of face it was. That's funny though. I like that. I like that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Some can do merch. I know they made something for me too. Where is that? They're amazing. Low key, these guys are pretty cool. Because I didn't even ask them to. They just put out some art, and I was actually into art. I don't see it here, but they put something out, and maybe it's a little bit further back. Let me see. Maybe it's a little bit further back, and I just missed it. Hmm. Okay. I don't see it, but I have seen it going around, and they got like definitely has has me chilling on there with the shades on and stuff. Pretty cool. So can do Inu. I mean, super strong community doing their thing. Definitely not going to stop, man. Definitely not going to stop. Definitely, this is what community's all about, man. This is what community's all about. So solid project, doing solid things, making things happen. Here they are, right here, going back towards some serious market caps to let everybody know that hey, they got much more to give everybody. Okay, touch base tomorrow, man. Let's look at the arrow bud since you're here, man. Let's look at the arrow bud. It's a little quieter today, everybody. It's just a little quieter today. It's even gloomy in Las Vegas, But we got to take that. It's about to be so hot. So 7.1 million, that's good. We're turning right back up. Slow and steady wins the race, everybody. That's what we're going to do with this one. Arrow bud solid, always pulling up. That's what you want. You want those community members that while you're out on eating some dinner, you got toasty sheep nuts pulling up for you guys nonstop. That's the type of community you want to be involved with. While I'm broadcasting, going live, you got somebody like TK, you know, holding it down. Oh, here goes Beats right here doing their thing. So that's something I will check out as well. So yeah, you definitely want to look into those kind of communities. Yeah, it is quiet everywhere. Those are the type of communities you want to look into as far as being solid. Let's check where Beats is at. We are covering them for a while. I know everybody got tested, a little pullback. It is what it is. That's kind of how it happens. And it's starting to curl back up, actually. It's getting its little curl motion. We started covering this one up here. It lost that support. It came lower. It has a thicker liquidity, so it moves a little bit slower for people, and that's why you have that. But AI agents doing their thing, everybody. That's what you have. If they can curl it back up, get over these market caps, I'm sure they can pump. I think Bro's in town actually as well. So we'll see if we link up or something like that and talk more about beats now that you guys are collaborating with Arrowbud as well. And that's what you're gonna see a lot of times during these hard times. You're gonna see a lot of collaboration. Yeah, you're gonna see this is a good time to do these collabs, and like I said, having people like TK hosting the space. You got Ollie doing some Shill the Bean stuff. You got, everybody just doing their thing that they do, and pulling their weight and stuff like that, right? So everything to come together. That's basically what we're waiting on. We're just waiting for everything to kind of just come together, and it's a process. It's a process. That's all good. We can handle that, right? Arrowbud can handle that. You guys were built to be long term anyway. So, this is that time that we get tested, man. We definitely get tested, and we'll pass the test. So I have no doubt that a lot of these communities have what it takes. We actually have like the odds are in our favor. Everybody, here goes that short presenting itself again. um, to fill that gap on that hourly chart, right, on the higher time frame. But we got to keep those stop losses tight because you just never know. It could just run away from you because it's always changing really, really quick. But I think that's going to fill this gap over here on the hourly chart. This right here could definitely do that. Could definitely do that. We'll see. We'll keep eyeing it. So that's why the markets are just like meh, right? The markets are meh. People are not too happy. It's going down even a little bit more. That's okay because we even talked, like we were honest with everybody. We zoomed out. We could, if we lose at 200, see some lower prices. You see some other prices over here that were resistance before, and sometimes price does find a way to get there. Now we can stay above the 200 and break above the 50, fill this gap going up to the point of control, then we don't have to worry about that. We'll get back into that 90 something K Bitcoin, and the rest of the market will just ignite all over again. But right now, we're in that for sure test phase of whether or not, is the market going to pump? Are we going to go lower? We're right in the middle. So that's why everybody's 50-50. Is it going to go here or is it going to go back up here? So that's what everybody's trying to figure out. That's exactly what everybody's trying to figure out, right? We're just trying to see which way it's going and to capitalize on it. That's all we're going to do. So what else do we got as far as checking some plays out for everybody? Been seeing just a lot of these other, even Mubarak pulling back. The whole market, it does not matter. You have to go through this right now. So I wish I can come up here and just make something special happen for you guys, but a lot of the time is going to be that's when we start playing the casino game, when we're chasing a narrative, a brand new narrative. That's kind of what happens, right? So there goes Bop, already did his thing, is pulled back. Can it come back to life? We'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. But right now, your new narrative, if you feel like you're bored in the space, this is what's going on right now. This is one of the first ones. Stop being poor. This is the one that kind of kicked off this whole meta right here on Solana. And this is what you have. So then you'll have a whole bunch of the other ones that most people would try to chase, hoping that they can get another one of these. Here you got the baby version, Ghibli. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that right. But even this one has a little bit of run. So now you got to pick which one you want to play. If you're that bored, you can pick out of these. This new narrative or whatever, this new meta is going to be the one for you. That's what's happening right now. So that's kind of where all the excitement's at. We're waiting for the whole excitement to come back into the whole market. So, you know, we can feel the hype into Arrowbud, we can feel the hype into Feg Token, into XPX. But right now, where all the hype is going is exactly whatever the new meta is. People are chasing this and most likely getting wrecked for the over 90% of the time. But you got some people that are actually hitting on these, because this is the new meta. This is what everybody's screaming about. So this is where a lot of the liquidity is running off to. But how long they last, we don't know. But we see it right here. Here goes that, it's got it like this. You just got to be lucky or some. That's basically what it comes down to right now, AD. When the market's like this, and obviously, some of the biggest communities are just like not being acknowledged, and it seems quiet even for the biggest communities. That's because everybody's chasing this loud noise right here. And if you wanted to participate, you had to literally think like that. You got to get lucky. You can actually be somewhat calculated if you obviously to a certain extent, but it is a meme coin. Say, hey, do I think this is going to be a runner? Set it and forget it. That's the thing with this. It's like only put in what you're willing to lose to let it just run up to see where it goes because you just don't know which one it is. I don't know that much about this type of anime, so I don't resonate with it. I don't know how popular it is. I'm sure it's very popular, but that's like up to you to define that for the way you're looking at this market. But that's the new meta right now. How long is it going to last? We'll see. Are you late on the meta, and by the time you start grabbing positions, you're late on all the plays, and you're being used as exit liquidity, and now next week is something else. You know, that's a lot of time what happens, right? It goes from one thing to the next thing to the next thing, and then you find yourself just saying, "Man, we should have just kept pumping OG Brett instead of chasing everything else." The original Brett is where it's at. It's already proven to stay strong. It's already proven to be here. And that's what we got to do, get the communities to stay here. And the same way we got this to happen, we can make it happen again. And you guys are a nice little uptick right here as well. OG Brett doing their thing. And when people stop chasing all that stuff and they get burnt out, they'll come back to their favorite plays. they'll come back to their winners, and the OG Brets and the Fed tokens and where they feel safe at, right? XPX and things like that. So overall markets, man, boring. Wish we could make something happen for everybody, but that's what we have. We have a new meta, which we identified it, and we have the rest of the market consolidating, testing everybody's, you know, durability and their diamond hands for everything, right? And then we'll just hold on strong to the things turn around. But they're gonna turn around. They're definitely gonna turn around. We're just waiting for these things to actually turn around. The Captain BNB chart looks so prime, absolutely. And I think a lot of the BNB plays have not even seen the height that they really can go for, because when Solana was pumping and all the Solana meme coins were going up, it was at the same time that the market was hot, the same time that Bitcoin was chasing 100K. Right now, BNB plays are pumping and doing pretty good, the new launches, while the markets are not that exciting. So imagine everything that could happen now that the markets are exciting, or the markets get exciting, and you got now all this BNB hype. We got a lot of potential on the table. That's what we got to be patient for. So we're all playing the patient game right now, and we're gonna have to play that for a little bit. We've been talking about it for weeks. I wish there was something a little bit more exciting going on for us, but the technicals are just holding us back, and we can't do nothing about it. But either sit back and relax, or monetize the chart going down, or monetize the chart going up, and see what they have right there for us. All right, so pretty nice stream. Like I said, mostly quiet everywhere you look when you're looking around. The TGs, everything that's going on, besides these new launches. So we'll see how the markets look tomorrow. We'll keep an eye on them throughout the night, throughout the day. And I'll keep an eye on the TG, of course, the Captain B&Bs, the ADs, Toasty Sheep Nuts, Blazer, Mr. Mo. I appreciate you guys all pulling up. And I know, hey, nothing too exciting, right? The market's just consolidating. But at least you got teams that are cooking. You got Toasty Sheep Nuts that says, hey, he's going to tap in with me. So we're most likely going to hear some stuff. You got the XPX team grinding right now behind the scenes. I know the Fed team is working on stuff. So this is the time that the calm before the storm, essentially, everybody. So I appreciate you guys all pulling up. We got some cool audio. We got to listen to Michael Saylor letting everybody know that basically the whole world is going to have to come into this no matter what. Not just the gold market, the real estate market, everything, no matter what, will be coming into this space. So it's just a matter of time, everybody. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys can't do that, continue to come back and experience the abundance